Well, first of all, it's good to get the W. We didn't play good basketball at all. Just a few stretches is all. But Western, we knew they were going to come in and fight us and claw and that sort of thing. But it's not a very disciplined, good basketball game for the Rams. A lot of silliness tonight going on in our heads, and so that needs to get cleaned up and for us to move forward.
There was a lot of turmoil a little bit on offense, and it's kind of to be expected early in the season, I guess. But the defense really helped there. I mean, forcing 30 turnovers.
Well, yeah, a couple of things with that. We'll get to the offense here in a second, but defensively, the 47 wasn't the issue tonight. I mean, that was a good job, other than we created a lot of their points for them. They scored 11 or 12 points in the first half, so almost half their offense was because we foul and hack silliness. And in the second half, we just didn't want to keep the ball in front, and that's effort. So we can say the 47 was good, but when we go back and watch that film, I think these kids are going to realize, boy, I didn't play very well or hard defensively. And offensively, I thought Katia really settled this. I thought the two kids that really settled this in that second half were Katia and Leah. We had a lot of foul trouble the first half, and so we had a good first quarter, 20-point quarter, and then we had some kids pick up the fouls, and we didn't have just a very flowy offensive unit out there a lot of that second quarter.
Megan, even on a day when maybe you guys weren't as good as you could be offensively, to still force 30 turnovers, I mean, what does that say about how good you guys could be if you played a complete game?
Yeah, I mean, that's just what we're looking forward to right now, just playing a complete game. So just focusing on that, taking the W, learning from it, and moving forward.
In regards to turnovers, Katia, I know 7 steals for you tonight. Is that something that you guys worked on in practice? Is that part of that discipline that you guys go into?
I think I just try to get after the ball, really. If we stick to our principles, then we're going to get steals. Tonight we didn't really stick to our principles, but good things, I guess, came out of it. But, yeah, overall, just work on defense. But, yeah.
Well, yeah, we've got some length, and if the length is active and disciplined, we can disrupt. And there was enough disruption tonight to cause 30 turnovers. But Katia is just such a competitor. I mean, you see her compete on the ball, and she just stares a hole through you. I mean, she's just a feisty, competitive young lady that I think we fed off of her tonight, and I thought we fed off of Leah, her offensive production inside.
Ryan, you went almost the whole second quarter without scoring. It was like there was a lid on the bucket, but you guys still never gave up the lead. I mean, what does that say about your ability to defend even – I mean, it's almost even greater because you're not having that offense to drive.
Yeah, that was obviously a really tough quarter for us offensively. And, some we just missed some shots, and then that's going to happen. But need to have some better execution there too. But you still have to play the other end. You can struggle nights shooting the ball, but you can always play the right way defensively, which is, with a great intensity, which is a great focus, a great intelligence and discipline. And we did just enough of that tonight. But, you can surely credit our defensive effort for keeping us afloat.
You guys don't have Laura right now. I mean, it makes it even more important for that defense to step up, right?
Well, Laura's a really good player for us. I mean, she's one of our more, if not our most versatile offensive player. She gives you driving. She gives you ball handler. She's been our best shooter so far this season. And so she's a great rebounder. So, yeah, I mean, other kids need to step up. And we just have to rely on everybody. And the defensive end is something we'll always try to be really good at.
Megan, I know you guys had the trip before the year, but now you first regular season road trip, go to Idaho. I mean, what type of new challenges come with going on the road in regular season?
It's exciting for us. We just get on the bus, and it's just us together. It's a way to build chemistry, a way to just work through tough times. Playing on the road isn't easy, so we'll just go to Idaho and play better basketball than we did today and hopefully get the W.
Megan, we're going to fly. That'd be a long bus ride, babe.
Who said bus? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Are you, as a coach, are you thankful for games like these? I know it's just an exhibition game for them, but are you thankful because we know that the offense couldn't get going, but the defense was there.
Yeah,
Playing
yeah.
people for these kind of
The
games.
thing that I'll tell the kids in the locker room is that, you know, there are going to be nights where you just don't have it, you know, and you have to still find a way to win those games. Now we're going to have to do it against better opponents, but let's face it, Western Colorado, you got to give them credit. They were really scrappy and tough tonight. But yeah, these are good games to learn some very important basketball lessons, and so we'll surely use that to our advantage. And also, we've got 13 games here before Christmas, so we're squeezing a lot of games in here in a short window. So I think one thing we probably have to learn is that we played Friday night, an emotional rival game, and probably turned it off. Okay, these kids didn't turn it back on until maybe later in that second half, and so we've just got to learn to keep that urgency and that edge all the time, because these games are coming right after each other here, and we're gonna have to be sharp in all of them.
Megan, what do you think that you need to focus on offensively, since as a team it wasn't a good offensive night? What do you think that you need to focus on?
When it's not a good offensive night, defense needs to fuel your offense. I think being an older player, I can definitely step up in that aspect and cool it down when it needs to be cooled down, and put the ball in the basket when it needs to be put in the basket. But we'll get better.